The movie is fantastic, and for you, this was such a labor of love. You've been working on this for 5 years. What is it like to be at the premiere, to unleash it on the world?
It's nerve-wracking because I think we all realize that this is it. Like, we can't say anything more. It's like now we're done, and now we're going to actually release it, and people are going to see it. And I think it's a combination of being really excited and a little nervous. We've put almost 5.5 years into this, and that's a long time to kind of invest your time and energy into something. So
the stunt guys had nothing but the highest praise for you. I know they also brought Keanu Reeves in to spar with you. You're a ballerina. Was this easy for you?
Well, they didn't bring Keanu to spar with me. Keanu was like, all right, guys. No, he had better things to do with his day. He was training at the same facility as me, and we've known each other for over 20 years. And so I think a lot of that came from my silliness of like, yeah, come on, I can take you down. And he was just kind of trying to entertain me. But, I owe a lot to these guys. Every time I watch the movie, I realize that I only look as good as I do because of them, and not only because they took great hits for me in the movie, but they were all my trainers and they all taught me something, and I'm really, really grateful to them, all of them.
Thank you so much. Congratulations on the movie.
I'm Anthony Johnston. I wrote the graphic novel The Coldest City, which is now the movie Atomic Blonde.
I'm Sam Hart. I drew the graphic novel.
So what is it like to see that incredible hard work now realized on screen with a huge movie star like Charlize Theron?
It's amazing. The whole thing has been kind of surreal and exciting for us. 7 years ago we started making a graphic novel. 5 years ago we published it, and now suddenly it's this huge, big deal. It's this huge movie. And what Charlize and David have done with the property is amazing. They've turned it from our sort of noirish Cold War spy thriller into this amazing blockbusting spectacle while staying true to the book the whole time. It's really incredible.
Could you have drawn anything as beautiful as Charlize Theron?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
What is your experience like, though? Because now David gets to realize things visually, but that's been your job.
It's surreal. It's absolutely surreal. I mean, he did it his way, and I'm more than happy with what he's done.
Congratulations on the film. It's phenomenal, and people cannot stop talking about the action. How did you do this?
I was fortunate to get an actor like Charlize, who was extremely talented and worked very hard and committed 100% to the process.
So I was down at 8711 last week, and they said that you guys just beat the hell out of her, and you brought Keanu Reeves in to beat her up as well.
Yeah, a little interdepartmental rivalry there, a little inspiration from Keanu Reeves. Never hurt anybody.
So you do have this resplendent beard now. For people who maybe don't recognize you with the beard, who do you play in the film?
I play James Gascoigne in the film, and things don't necessarily go so well for me.
So you don't just act in the film, you also did a tremendous amount of the stunt coordination, you also shot a lot of stuff?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I was the stunt coordinator and second unit director, and then I also operated a camera for 4 days of the Stairway Sequence.
Which is beyond brilliant. What's hardest? The acting, the shooting, or the stunt work?
When you put it all together in one movie, it's a lot. You're getting pulled in a lot of different directions, wearing a lot of different hats.
The stunt scene that everybody is talking about is that incredible stairway sequence. How long did that take to shoot? What was the most difficult part of it?
I think the most difficult part was just conceptualizing it and realizing it, because we had to, a long take. The idea was in one continuous take, which we couldn't do because of all the different changes in makeup and wardrobe and continuous damage we had to add. So we had to figure out what's the best way to break it up, what's the best way to seamlessly put it together. So that was probably the hardest part. 4 days of the stunt team, tirelessly working on the best way to do this, because in the script it said they fight. And so we had to go in there and design it all from scratch. And then 4 days of shooting where we just put CT through the ringer. And our stunt performers, they were great.
Okay, who wins in a fight? Charlize or Captain America?
Well, I can't bet against myself, but since we're here at her show, we'll give it to CT.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. The movie's great. Thank you. Yeah, have a good one. Congratulations on the film.
Thank you very much.
So fantastic. How exciting is it to be here at the premiere to share it with everyone?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's great. I love it. I've been kind of, I'm a jobbing out. I've just left set and I've come here and made sure the babysitter's got the kids and they're all right. it's fun. It's a good laugh, and I love it. But yeah, it's exciting.
It might be a good laugh now, but when you were filming, you went through a lot. What was the most difficult part of shooting for you?
Well, there was a sequence, I don't know if I can tell you this, in a tank, with me and Charlize in a tank. And they went through an incredible safety procedure with us, where they gave us this oxygen, and then they said, you're going to go underwater, and and that's fine. And we did it in the rehearsal, and I was great, and I thought, I've got this down. Then the next day we filmed it, and I forgot that I had a load of dialogue to say before. So I said all this dialogue, and then never held my breath. So when I was under, I had no breath. And it was a long time, and the panic that sits in when you realise I can't move. I'm in a car underwater, and I can't move and I can't breathe. And then they brought us back up, and that happens quite a lot. I think that happened to Charlize as well, where you suddenly panic, and then you get used to it, and then by the end of it, you get into this kind of meditative state, and you can be down there for 10 minutes, you're fine. But at first, it was terrifying.
What is Charlize Theron like as an acting partner?
Well, I've got one. She has to stop giggling, really, because we were being battered by cars, and she was fighting left, right, and centre. And I think in order to let her see, she likes a laugh, she likes a giggle. So we had a giggle. She's a great girl. I mean, there's lots of big movie stars, and I've worked with loads of them, who can appear to be the nicest person on earth, but they're full of insecurities, and they cannot be nice people on set. She's the complete opposite. She's wonderful on set. This filmmaking is a collaborative art form, and never more so than in this film. And she was fantastic. She led a great company.
When you've got a female James Bond,
Yeah.
What do you think that means? Why is this the right time for this action hero?
Well, I think it's because the world is getting smaller, preconceived ideas about women, about minorities, about people with a different sexuality. When we thought that these things were further away from us, then we could generalize about them, but we can't anymore. You can't generalize about women, because women are now more emancipated than they were before. People of different sexuality, now we have to accept them, and we realize that they're just us, people of different color. And so all these preconceived ideas are challenged, and this film challenges one of those ideas, is that women can't kick ass, because they can.
Yes, they can. Thank you so much, Eddie. Congratulations on the movie. Congratulations on the film. How exciting is it to be here at the premiere, about to share it with everyone?
It's wonderful. It's amazing. It's a 5-year process, and every time I look at my 5-year-old daughter, I go, oh, okay, it took 5 years to make this movie, so that's cool.
I was talking with Sam, and he said that there are things on the page that just said fight. Could you have imagined that just the word fight would turn out like this?
Yeah, because I've known Dave, the director, for about 20 years, and I knew that he was the right guy for the job, so, yep.
He's the right guy. Why is Charlize the right woman?
Because she's a badass, and she's cool, and she's a strong woman, and she was perfect for the role, yeah.
One of my favorite things about this movie is also the soundtrack. How instrumental were you, no pun intended, in choosing those songs? Were any of them written into the script, or is that just happenstance?
Yeah, when Dave came on to the movie, we looked a lot at just the moments in time. And I grew up at that time, and so I was like, oh, it'd be cool to have Bowie. It would be cool to have, Public Enemy. And so we were looking for specific needle drops where we could just put it in, thinking that we'd never get those songs, but it'd just be cool. And he convinced him to get the songs. So, yeah, it's an awesome soundtrack.
Congratulations on the film. It's phenomenal. How exciting is it to be here at the premiere, about to share it with everyone?
It's so excited. It's humbling. I mean, this has been one of the best experiences I've had in my 20-year career of being in film. And you saw me take a picture with my crew, my artists involved, and all their hard work is up there tonight, so it feels pretty good.
The action sequences in this film are unbelievable. Tell me about training Charlize and her participation in creating some of those stunt sequences as well.
It was great. I mean, you can't do those sequences without the actor wanting to participate. We have this company, 8711, that I own with Chad, who directed John Wick, and we bring actors in all the time and train them for fight scenes, and it's sometimes disappointing. You're like, oh, we're gonna have to shoot this in a special way, or oh, we're gonna have to cover this, over-cover this and fix it in editorial. But when she started the training, you realize the aptitude that she has for action, and she's a badass. And the commitment and the will to show up, and like, as a producer, like owning it and embracing it, and like going along with our crazy, bold choices of choreography. And she's like, let's do it. Like, I think she understood that we had to stand out in a sea of action programmers that are done at a price, and she was willing to like entertain this wacky ideas and deliver.
So I'm sure this is going to be a difficult question because there's so many great ones to choose from, but what was the hardest sequence?
I mean, technically, everyone talks about the stairwell. It was really hard. I mean, everyone needed to be on their game, every department. And then Charlize has to learn large chunks of choreography that you're fine-tuning on the day. Like 2 minutes of a fight scene, it just keeps going, and then before you can actually connect it to make it feel seamless, like that's a long time. So the real exhaustion that you see at the end of that scene was kind of real. I mean, it would be real. It was real in the story, but it was also real on set. I mean, she was walking away like a prize fighter at the end of those days, like broken. But would come back every day like, let's effing do this. She's badass. She's Atomic Blonde. She's a badass.
Why is now the perfect time for this character?
Like, I think women in film, especially in action films, are having a moment. It could be a bigger political movement that's going on. I'm not quite sure, but it's out there, and it feels right. And it's about time we had a woman protagonist in the movies, especially in our genre, like the action genre. And who better than her? I mean, you see it tonight. I think it's unbelievable.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. The movie's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
David, this is.
I mean,
I think it's a style choice.
Is it? Like, I mean, that's like a.
That's like a. Is she pregnant?
I think she's.
Let's see. When she walks, does it fold in?
Exactly. You're right.
I mean, you're right.
She would like. Very. If she doesn't do the pregnant shot,
wait, she doesn't like hold the bottom?
She doesn't cup the bottom. Never ask a woman pregnant unless she cups the bottom. No.
I was going to start doing that when I feel fat. Whenever I feel fat, I'm just going to cup the bottom.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're shopping the pilot around.
Yeah.
Totally. But we weren't for those.
We would never get another guest.
Go down in Hollywood Gold. The train wreck that is the sausage.
Now I'm hypnotized by it.
I know. I mean, like, I got to know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna rub it to her and go.
Just...
Girl, so good to see you.
Because your wife loves when you do that to her.
Yep.
How's that baby feeling in there?
High five, young girl. Come on.
Oh.
I think we delivered above and beyond where Universal wants to show up and like put it over their banner and send it out in the summer. That's crazy. But what we made it for, it's crazy. And it's humbling and it's awesome, and I'm just excited. You know,
You possibly can. You can't just do the time.
She'll be here any second. After Chelsea.
Oh, maybe her and Chelsea came together.
Exactly. No, she's like
They both smoked
waiting.
a dude on the way.
You look amazing. You look amazing.
You guys, this love fest is
so
adorable.
You're so cute. Why is this so busy?
Well, I was excited. We have a stunt company, 8711, and it was really about getting her in there and like
That's amazing.
exposing her to choreography. She was trying to study, and once we saw her aptitude, we were like,
I've got to pull in for a second. Do it. Congratulations.
Oh, nice.
That is so cool. Hey! Don't lose. Don't lose. Yeah! Action pose. I just want to take your picture. There's no chance.
Like, I would have
Oh,
been
I'm excited finally to give birth to
Give
this.
it to the
Give birth to your child, to the
Give
world.
it to the people.
I mean, obviously, everybody's talking about the stunts.
Right.
You've done action before. I'm sure
You danced,
I'm
you've
sure
done action.
you were amazing and didn't get hurt at all. You know, just play along with that. You
Sure.
know, instead of like, so you did your own stunts. Just be like, oh, you're a master at that, so it's my easy.
Yeah.
And then she could just talk about how it's the hardest thing.
Sure.
And then I would also just say, like, damn, I mean, like, we have a phenomenal cast here. Because the rest of the cast ain't here, so it may be good just to get their names out there. Like,
Great.
James
James
McAvoy,
McAvoy.
John Goodman, Toby John,
Yep.
Sophia Boutella, like,
Yep.
you had an all-star Eddie.
Yep.
You know, like, how great was it working with, you know, all these people? What an amazing original setting, 80s Berlin.
Yeah.
Like, how cool and sexy was that to wear those outfits, listen to that
The
music.
music.
Fuck the
It's
cast,
the
man. Go
best.
straight to that.
Okay.
And then if
we've
she's
got
still
time.
playing,
If we still have
cast.
time. Okay. It is.
Like, how exciting was it to wear those outfits,
Oh
be
my
in that
God.
time period? I mean,
The
it
whole
was just
thing. It looks so
cool
good.
and sexy.
Yeah. Great.
Do you want me to just ask you the questions?
Sure.
Like, all night? Can we just do this all night? Or like, so, isn't Berlin awesome?
Berlin, 1980s. So original.
I like that she's going with the theme of wearing bras to both of her premieres. The Berlin one, she wore a white Christian Dior bra, and now
And
she's
now
wearing
it's
a
a
black
black
one.
Christian Dior bra. Oh, he's back. I know. They're like, bye. Bye. Later.
We're gonna get like too much.
So, labor of love
Labor of love
and physicality.
And
Or do you want to do, like cortical seven?
I'm really curious for any player like that. So are you a fan of the book?
I love the book, but that movie just looked like,
Just video gamey kind of.
which is fine, but it felt in the worst way, like Pirates of the Caribbean. Like
it's just
really.
bombastic.
So many people where I'm like, who are you?
I've been asking that for the last 15 years.
Oh, there's a beard. There's a giant.
I think he thinks I meant Eddie. He said Ray Donovan again. I'm like, I'm not meaning Ray Donovan.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, no problem. You're the puss. So let's see, Eddie. I just think like, how excited are you to be here? Share this with the world. It's like a really special project, something like that. Maybe can you just tell us what it's like working with Charlize? I mean, you were part of that insane stairwell scene. I want to really say.
Got it.
I think maybe something about David. It's like, I just think maybe can you talk about your working relationship with David and like, yeah, what you guys are all about or whatever.
Yep. Is he part of 8711?
He's got it.
Gotta be.
He's got it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he was holding the camera for all the rehearsals and stuff, so he. So hot, I didn't like wear a jacket or anything. I was just
so
like,
happy.
I almost wore a short sleeve shirt.
I had
was
a
like,
tank top on, and then as I was walking, I was like, oh, kind of chilly. And then I put this on as soon as I walked in, and I was like, oh, I'm so glad I have this. It's freezing.
I didn't wear shorts and sandals like I planned, but yeah.
That's crazy talk.
Do you like doing red carpets at all? I mean, it's not like when you're on the accident to like explore tangents and like, yeah.
Sure, but
Whatever.
like junkets, red carpets, they're all like
That wheelhouse. So
kind of the same.
it's good practice and
yeah,
stuff, right?
and it's fun. Like so, there's always that reminder, like, oh, I'm super lucky.
Keep yourself centered.
On guard. It's amazing how many people who do the job that I do have like legit resting bitch face. want to answer your question if that's how you were looking at me.
Most people and most publicists keep quiet. And granted, we're dealing with a lot of shitty people all the time.
Sure.
But I don't know, man. It's pretty easy to fucking. You know you're getting paid a lot of money to not pick up trash or do any of the bullshit or like, just as long as you put that in perspective, you're making like 8 times the amount your gardener makes at the bare minimum.
Right.
And that guy is sweating for 12 hours a day.
Right?
So I keep that in perspective.
I guarantee you that truck that they drive around in does not have that good AC. Not like in here.
No, pretty positive.
No.
Pretty positive.
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure. Super secure here. Super secure.
In terms of like, I want the movie to succeed, but I'm sure he wants his own movie to succeed.
I mean, I would assume so,
Right?
because anybody that is a director has got to be super competitive in that way. Like,
Yeah.
I'm competitive, but I don't think I'm in that like realm of like need to be in control.
Yeah.
So you need to be in control. You want to win. Second is a loser.
For sure.
To me, second is still rich.
Those are words to live and die by. Second is
It's
still
still
rich.
rich.
Oh man, so true.
Not too worried about it.
The person. Oh, in the green pants.
Racist right here. Her shirt says cold. I guess is maybe lighter on the book. Cold City?
Oh.
So the book is called Cold City.
Wow.
I mean, it's like I'm not just hired for my looks.
Oh my god.
I also paid a lot of people.
Yeah.
Maybe costume designer? Maybe.
But no, those costumes are so good.
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
she would be a little more. But you know what I mean? They tend to be
We
eccentric.
do actually have a
characters.
tip sheet, so
Yeah.
that's...
No, I like the guessing game. I'm guessing comic related. She doesn't remember. I didn't even recognize. Did Eddie just walk?
It was right there. Right there. Producer, writer, costume designer, who is that?
I'm trying to find out.
Oh,
No idea.
nice.
It's just something a little less.
Yeah, totally.
And then maybe something like.
So, did you like Charlize Theron in that video? Are you a fan of the actress? Well, stay with me as I have some interesting facts on the South African beauty. It seems that the actress got her start in the industry due to a dispute in a bank. That's right, in 2003, on the show Sunday Morning Showdown, it was revealed that her manager discovered her in a Hollywood bank after he witnessed her shouting at a bank teller for refusing to cash her check. Now, not only was she a model before her acting career, but she trained as a ballet dancer at the Joffrey Ballet School in New York City and performed in both Swan Lake and the Nutcracker. Her dancing career ended after a knee injury. She was rated at number 6 on the 2016 Forbes World's Highest Paid Actresses list, earning $16.5 million. She made a return to the list after not being rated since 2013. Now, as always, let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the movie, and remember to subscribe and ring the notification bell to always receive the latest trailers the moment they are online. See you next time.